at this time with this intention, they quickly discovered that there was little here. Within weeks of landing, the men started being attacked by the native Powhatan tribe. The English, however, were prepared to respond to this threat. They came well armed and constructed professional fortifications within 20 days. Perhaps they had secured themselves militarily, but the settlers soon began to realize that they would not be without other hardships. The settlers unfortunately arrived at Jamestown during one of the greatest droughts within the 1,000-year record. Furthermore, not only had they arrived too late in the season to effectively grow food, but many of the colonists were not skilled farmers or foragers. Many were expecting to trade for food with the local natives, but the drought was affecting them as well. The settlers found themselves too busy trying to survive to harvest nearby resources or look for gold and silver. On top of this, disease was rampant and perhaps would kill more in Jamestown than starvation or the continuous Native American attacks. The majority of colonists who lived here would die of these hardships. Within the first 5 or so years, the population would go from 500 to 60. John Smith, the colony's leader, was the man holding this colony together. It was he who insisted that a new shipment of supplies be sent from England, and he then installed a very simple and straightforward rule to the colonists. Quoting the Bible, he said, "He who will not work will not eat," directed mostly towards the settlement's upper class. And it was John Smith, primarily, who held the most successful negotiations with the Native Americans. He also named the region of New England, a name which lasts to this day. John Smith's contribution to Jamestown was invaluable, but he was returned to England after being injured in an accidental gunpowder explosion in 1609. The colonists entered into what is known as the starving time and were forced to eat rats, horses, dogs, snakes, and eventually whatever they could find. In some instances, they would turn to cannibalism. The natives kept attacking, disease was unchecked, and paranoia was rampant. Suspicions of Catholic or Spanish plots ran high, and indeed there is now scientific evidence of arson